Um, there's security cameras all over this McDonald's, and yeah, I'm in here. I didn't spend any money. I used the restroom and got some water. um, if their upper management knows that I'm here all day, that means they're watching these. So they kind of told on themselves. If they're paying attention to how long I'm here, and I already knew they were fucking with me. I'm not going to go into all the ways they've done it because I don't want them to know how I know what they're doing or how they're telling on themselves. But these PIs, there were two of them here when I got here this evening. They work for McDonald's too. Remember, the EEOC in Arizona filed a discrimination charge against McDonald's. And what's Chad under investigation for? Discrimination. Chad's one of Trump's lawyers. McDonald's poured millions into Trump's inauguration. Point is, if they're watching these security cameras that close that they know how long I'm here, that means they know that their crew isn't breaking down and they're supposed to take down the shake machine. They're supposed to take down the fries. They're supposed to take everything down. The coffee thing, everything is supposed to be broken down, literally taken apart and scrubbed and sanitized. It's what we used to call a GI treatment. Government inspection. Every morning, management is supposed to come in and do the equivalent of a government inspection white glove inspection of the fry station, the grills, before they're ever used. Before the fry station, the grease is supposed to be drained and replaced. The whole thing has to be scrubbed out. All the baskets that they use to fry everything, I remember having to wash that shit. And it breaks down. The thing where they, like, the part where they dump the fries, and then the part where they, after they put the fries in the containers and set them up, all that breaks down. That all comes apart. It's big, and it's bulky, and it's a real pain in the ass to wash. When I left the store, I was covered in head to toe with dishwater because it was such a messy pain in the ass. And we started breaking shit down. I think we closed it either midnight or 1 a.m. And I think they would always give me a ride. Mom's house was just a mile from that Peoria McDonald's. And I would be back at her house and going to bed by 1:32. Maybe we closed at midnight. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. It might have been later than that. But anyway, we started breaking stuff down around 9 o'clock. We would do it one at a time, and then I'd have pretty much everything washed, all the parts washed, and then once we closed and we weren't serving customers either in the drive-thru or the lobby anymore, that's when we did the floors, bathrooms, got the fry station, everything done, and we got it all in. We didn't have to put it back together. That stuff stayed on racks and metal racks and dried overnight. And then they put it back together when they came in the morning. That's not going on here, which is why it doesn't matter what you eat, whether you eat French fries or you just get a soda or you get breakfast or lunch, you get sick because they're not changing out their stuff. It isn't a matter of just wiping stuff down. That's not how it works. You have to break the whole goddamn machine down. The soda machine where you have the Coke, you have the Sprite, you have the Diet Coke. We had to take all those nozzles off, and they went into a big container, and they got soaked in sanitizer. They're not doing that. So that means their regional and their owners, the franchisee and whoever, knows they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing to close this restaurant down and get it sanitized to prevent illness. So guess what that means? That means when they charged my debit card for that food over and over and over again, and I got sick to the fact that I'm still dealing with it today, even though I haven't eaten or drinking anything from here other than water that's in my bottle with ice that I got from elsewhere. That means they knew they were supposed to sanitize this restaurant before they cooked any of that food that they sold me and charged on my debit card. That means they committed a bunch of federal crimes too, because they charged my debit card for food they knew probably wasn't safe. So I'm writing this shit up to the Attorney General. And I'm going to CC it. They've got their email address over there on the wall. I'm going to CC it to them. They want to have their PI stalking me here all day with Cronin and all their Epstein allies. I'm going to give them something to fucking watch. And I'm going to send him in the email, I'm going to send them links to these videos. They can't say they didn't know that they weren't breaking down and closing the store properly. The Attorney General can pull the damn security video and watch and see when the last time was they properly broke that shit down. Because the night staff let us stay here right up until midnight. They didn't have enough crew. They were too busy filling orders, cooking, and running out drive-through orders and doing... and sometimes they didn't even have enough to they would have 2 or 3 people in the back cooking food and taking orders. So they would close the lobby because they didn't have enough people to serve the lobby, and drive-throughs always priority. So they didn't have time to do any of their closing stuff. And I could see if they have stuff broke down. They weren't breaking nothing down, and they damn sure weren't doing it. But if they waited and